Did you know that the NFL tried to kill soccer? In the early 1990s, American football was a sport in crisis. Attendance was falling and TV ratings were plummeting. So, in an effort to save the NFL, they did something drastic. They went to war. But not against another sport, against soccer. See, soccer was the sport of immigrants. Back then, the most popular teams in the US were Real Madrid and Barcelona. But as more and more people began to tune in, they realized that soccer was growing faster than any other sport in the country. And if this trend continued, soon soccer would become the most popular sport in America. This didn't sit well with the NFL, so they began to attack. The NFL had the marketing power of a multinational corporation, and they used it to turn soccer fans against soccer. They launched an ad campaign called America's Game, Not Yours, aimed at convincing soccer fans that soccer was a boring sport that was made for Europeans. And to drive home their point, they bought out all the alcohol ads in soccer stadiums. But as the saying goes, attack is the best form of defense. And so just before the start of the World Cup, Nike released a counter-ad campaign featuring the legendary Pele. It said, "There is only one game that stops the world. It's our game." And the ad campaign was a huge success. But the NFL wasn't done, so in 1994, they pulled out their secret weapon, the Super Bowl. You see, the Super Bowl is an American holiday. More than 100 million people tune in every year. And in 1994, the NFL decided to use the halftime show to attack soccer. Now they had a captive audience, the biggest in American TV history. So what did they do? They put out an ad mocking soccer. It showed two guys kicking a ball back and forth with no net, no ref, and no one watching them. The ad campaign was called Why Not Play Football? And it was a huge success. People all over the country began to talk about it. And suddenly the NFL had the momentum. They began to buy out all the primetime slots on ESPN, not the regular season, the primetime slots. And they even went to Congress. They convinced lawmakers to hold hearings about soccer hooligans and riots. And as a result of all this, attendance at soccer games fell, and for the first time in 20 years, the MLS lost money. But the owners of the MLS knew that this was just a bump in the road. They had seen what the NFL had done in the past. They knew that this too shall pass, so they held steady and kept their eye on the ball. And in 2002, they proved the naysayers wrong. Attendance broke all records. For the first time ever, more than 10 million people attended an MLS game. And since then, soccer has grown exponentially in the United States. Today, kids are playing soccer in every park and every backyard. And who knows? Maybe one day soon, soccer will take over American football as the dominant sport in the US.